Well, today's a highly controversial. Well, by the way, I'm Kevin.
I'm Scott.
Yep. Today's a highly controversial episode. I think that we're going to hit to the core of several issues that are deep down in my heart. But we are two ding-dongs that are going to poke at the bear. And we're not doctors. We didn't stay at a Holiday Inn last night.
Yeah. Endeavoring to be critical thinkers in some capacity.
Yep. We want you to think. And so today's episode is we have a pill for that.
So this is our first episode with a prop. All right.
Right.
So I came across this meme and I thought, yeah, that kind of resonates, right? And if you can't read it, the doctor says, you have a disease caused by your diet. And the patient says, should I change my diet? And the doctor says, not at all. Here's a pill. It kind of resonated with me, right? I was like, gosh, how often do we seek the silver bullet, right? That, you know, for a really crappy metaphor, maybe we're dumping sugar in our gas tank and asking our mechanic to check the tire pressure because the car's not running right.
Right. The easy way out, right?
Yeah.
It's the easy thing to do is to, man, I'm not feeling real good. Let me take a pill, right? And we were actually discussing this a little bit today under different guys. You can't run from your problems. You can't. There's no easy way out. There's no easy solution. It takes real facing of your fears, and you have to dive in head on and go after it. So true story, right?
Let's go.
I've started in the past. I started doing a 72-hour fast. I got up to like 84 hours. I am about to head into my primary care physician for my yearly checkup.
Well, that was a heck of an experiment, right?
Yeah. And I hit my checkup. I go to the doctor. The doctor calls me immediately, says your cholesterol is sky high. We need to put you on statins. There was not one discussion of what happened before they did the blood work. They didn't ask me if I was fasting. They didn't ask me what my diet was. They didn't ask me about my nutritional or exercises. It was bam, here you go. Your cholesterol is high, meaning... And that's even a very touchy topic, right? LDL, HDL, which
sure, that's a whole nother episode.
But immediately it was, here's your diet. And not to be critical of her, her hair was falling out. She was not a very healthy person. Yeah, not a very healthy person, if you get my meaning. And here she is immediately giving me guidance on my body. And it was probably the first one. I said, no offense, doc. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking your medicine.
So similar. This is years ago. I was in insurance as a prior career, desk job. Like a lot of desk job types, I had put on a bunch of excess weight. I was probably 30 pounds overweight. And I went for a regular annual. And my doc said, hey, man, you got a thyroid problem. And I'm like, dude, I'm 30-something years old. I don't have a thyroid problem. Yeah, you got a thyroid problem. And he wanted to put me on Synthroid. I took the prescription, actually, not really knowing any better. I never filled it. And I thought, I'm gonna get in shape. And I did. And 15, 20 years later, I'm still not taking
Good for you.
Synthroid. But again, it's there's a rush to medicate, in my opinion, at times, and when we are ignoring those fundamentals of sleep, nutrition, and movement.
Right.
If you're ignoring those three, now don't get me wrong, there's my kid's type 1 diabetic. He's got to have insulin. There's
absolutely. There's certain things that you can't fix with diet and exercise. Right. There's absolutely. And it's not pointing the finger that all medicine or all doctors are bad. I am saying that it has become an institution of profitability, and you better do your own homework.
And I think litigation avoidance.
Yeah, we don't know what's wrong. Let's do a complete workup. The days of old of having your family doctor who absolutely cared about you. If you got one of those, keep them.
Keep them.
But if the days of old where I had one of my other primary care docs. This was before the other one. There was one that I really liked. She basically told me she was quitting being a primary care doc. She was at a major facility and she was going into urgent care because the pressure to upsell The patient was ginormous. So again,
well,
if you got
the
a good doc-
relationship has changed, right? And this is again probably for another episode, but that relationship from doctor patient has kind of changed because now there's this CEO in large part that's over the doctor.
Right.
And used to, when I was a kid, the doctor was the CEO. His name was on the building.
Right.
And I think that's in large part changed. And the point of today's episode is, seeking that silver bullet. I don't care if it's, the celery juice diet or leaky gut or, your doctor wanted to put you on the pill. Pay attention to the fundamentals.
What is the general cause of the problem? A lot of illnesses are caused by not all, again, are caused by underlying behavior issues. Right?
So maybe we can pick this up again, because I know there were some situational stories about people who did massively alter their diets and saw dramatic changes.
Do you want to come back tomorrow for part 2?
Part 2.
Here we go.
Because we do have to dip. We're knocking on 6 minutes again, man.
Yeah.
We're not very good at our time limit. So,
all right. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about this
all right,
again.
guys. See ya.